We are going to begin this hour with a mystery over one of the world's best-known artworks, the Mona Lisa. It's been talked about for more than half a century. Usually art lovers focus on her eyes, maybe her smile, but this mystery is about a little teeny bridge you can see behind her if you look closely. An Italian historian did look closely and claims he discovered the remains of that bridge in real life, but there's a problem. Historians and residents in a different Italian town say it's actually their bridge. Chris Livesay checked out both sides of the bridge story. It's Bridgegate. Chris, good morning.
Good morning from Tuscany, the land of Leonardo da Vinci, the artist behind the Mona Lisa and that enigmatic smile. But that's not the only enigma. New research suggests they've finally identified the background, but not everyone is convinced. If you manage to break eye contact with the Mona Lisa and elbow your way past the crowds at the Louvre in Paris, you might notice, far away in the background, an arched bridge. The exact location has long been a mystery until now. So this is it. Quindi questo è il ponte. This is the bridge. At least, that's according to Silvano Vincetti, who's built a career around the Renaissance masterpiece. This is the Mona Lisa Bridge, he tells us, located in the town of Laterina, in the region of Tuscany, Leonardo's birthplace. Dating back to ancient Roman and Etruscan times, only one arch still stands today. But we can imagine the rest thanks to Vincetti's virtual reconstruction. Ancient documents show us how the river looked when Leonardo worked here from 1501 to 1507, he says. The announcement is creating quite the buzz in the sleepy medieval town of Laterina. I think we'll see tourists coming here, says Laura. This town is dying, Lydia tells us. Let's hope some rich people come and fix things up around here. But not so fast. This arch may look like it's part of the original bridge in the Mona Lisa, but what about this one? It's called the Buriano Bridge, and rival experts claim that this is the bridge in the Mona Lisa. It's located just a few miles upstream from the broken bridge. For years, renowned historians have traced its lineage to Leonardo, thanks to irrefutable evidence visible to the naked eye, says Renato Vescovo, a local councilman and professor. You can see the curvature of the bridge matches the one in the building, he says, whereas the curvature in the other bridge would have been much higher than in the Mona Lisa. The shape and direction of the river are also identical. He takes us to a hilltop that gives us a perspective he says is similar to the one Leonardo had. Over there is the town where he painted it, he says. He was a guest in the castle. Today, his view would be obstructed by buildings. As for the other bridge, it simply lacks the evidence, he insists, an attempt to change history to create a tourist attraction. Some historians argue the backdrop wasn't even a real place, but rather a projection of Renaissance ideals, a bridge, shall we say, between nature and the female form. Whatever the case, it's a debate that could almost make the Mona Lisa smile. Now, we may never know with 100% certainty, but perhaps that's what makes the Mona Lisa so irresistible. More than 10 million visitors see it at the Louvre in Paris every year, making it the most famous painting in the world. For CBS Mornings, Chris Livesay, Tuscany.
Yep, you can't, if you're there, you have to go, and then you go and you see it and you go, it looks just like in the pictures.
Yeah, it does.
But there is something about being there, seeing her in
Pretty
person.
nice assignment. I think Chris was like, oh, my flight's canceled. Not again here.
Yeah, how do we sign up for the Tuscany assignment?
There you go. Thank you, Chris Livesay, reporting from Italy.